Test, test. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. I've arrived. Alright, so I hope you're ready for video game. Because tonight, like pretty much every night that we are together here on stream, there's going to be video game. But yes, before we get to that, I do want to talk a little bit about sort of my plans for this month and sort of how they've been going. And a little bit more about Promo Squad, maybe. We'll talk about that a little bit. But yes, so at the start of this month, we sort of set out, or I guess it wasn't the start of this month; it was the end of last month during the New Year's Eve stream. But yeah, anyway, so this month, sort of the plan I had was to, get all of my VODs up on the YouTube channel that are, not already up, and we're a pretty good way to getting all of those to a viewable state, essentially. Pretty much all of them are uploaded at this point. There are a few that still need thumbnails and descriptions and tags and whatnot, just for YouTube purposes. So I'm going to, get all that up and ready. But yeah, so then there are some VODs that need some work. So like a lot of the Ni no Kuni VODs. There was some potential security issues with those. So I need to go in and, review each video and make sure that they're fine to remain up and be up, basically. They're not viewable right now, so I guess if they're fine to be put back up. And if not, then I have to go in and edit them so that they will be fine to be put back up. And so far, I'm not going to make this about you because this is on me. But yeah, so far I've not had great success with that, I must admit. But yes, I am still planning on doing that, getting that done with. I think the plan, because I've been a little bit intimidated by sort of the notion of video editing, because it's not something I'm very familiar with and all that. I've sort of been dreading the idea of, I'm going to have to go and sit through like, tens of hours of streams so that if I can find like individual like seconds or minutes where this could be an issue or that could be an issue, and so I can go and delete those specific bits. And so I think rather than, focusing on getting them all done by a specific deadline, I'm going to try to get one done a week, starting, I think, yeah, we'll start in February, I suppose. So I'll try to get one Ni no Kuni VOD done each week. At the very least, I will, I will try to, go in and edit them, but at least I will at least review one VOD a week and all that. But yes, other VODs should be coming up at a, I should get like they're on the YouTube channel, I just need to unprivate them basically. But yes, the other VODs will be up shortly, and so you can look forward to seeing those if you are so inclined. And let's see. Yeah, the other VODs will be up shortly. A lot of the Destiny 2 VODs also, there are some potential issues with that I'll have to address. But that should be... I mean, we didn't play as much Destiny 2 as we did Ni no Kuni. So there's certainly less potential issues, if nothing else. So that shouldn't take anywhere near as long. Let's see. What else is there to say? I don't think there's anything else that needs to be brought up. We already went over Ni no Kuni VODs. We went over General VODs. We went over Destiny 2 VODs. There are still a couple of VODs that aren't on the YouTube channel at all. For instance, the cooking simulator stream, that was a long time ago, and that stream went really, really poorly. I don't think I still have that VOD. I think I forgot to download it, so it might just be gone. It might just be gone forever. We may never see that stream again. But it was a very short stream, and not a very fun stream, I'm going to admit. So there's a decent chance that that is for the best. But yeah, the Scriblio stream, another one that I intentionally chose not to put on the YouTube channel, because it was, like, that particular stream was just, there were like hours and hours of us sort of waiting for, maybe not hours and hours, but there was extended periods of time of us waiting for sort of things to happen, and just a lot of dead air that makes for a not great streaming experience, or a not great viewing experience even. So yeah, I do have the VOD for that downloaded. I think, yeah, like a couple of us, like, our OBS crashed at various points during that. I think mine did too, because I have like 2 different videos, I think, 2 video files for that part. And speaking of 2 different video files, for whatever reason, a few minutes of our Chroma Squad stream from the other day, yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, because yeah, I took yesterday off because of the Chroma Squad stream was very hard on me. But yes, a few minutes of the Chroma Squad stream are just sort of gone. Like, it splits like towards the end for a few minutes. It's in 2 like video files here as well, so I guess I'm gonna have to edit that together as well. I don't have any idea. I don't have a local backup of that particular file. I probably should start recording these VODs again, but I have no idea what caused that, because OBS was on the whole time. I don't think the stream went down at any point for any reason. Yeah, it's just very strange, very strange. And I guess that's pretty much everything to do with VODs. So all of the VODs. Okay, here's the commitment we're gonna make. All of the VODs that do not need to be edited will be up and viewable by the end of this month. Then, going forward, we will endeavor to make sure that they stay current and all that. VODs that are currently not viewable, we're going to, or, you know, that need to be edited, VODs that need to be edited at this point, we're going to try and put 1 up each week, or at the very least, for the ones that, you know, may or may not need to be edited, like some of the Destiny 2 VODs and some of the Ni no Kuni VODs, we will at least review 1 a week. And then if it's good, it'll go up without any edits. And if it's not good, then we'll put it back in the queue to be edited. And I guess somewhere along the line, I need to learn how to use video editing software. So the actual video editing part may be delayed somewhat, but we will start reviewing the videos to see which ones need to be edited, at least. But yeah, so that was a long time saying essentially the same thing over and over again. So, tonight, the schedule's wrong. That is all. Anyway, no. Yeah, it's supposed to say 10 a.m., but we didn't stream at 10 a.m. anyway because I had to go into work early, so it's all fine. 2 wrongs didn't quite make a right, but it's less wrong than it would have been if I had been planning on streaming at, or yeah, it's less wrong than it would have been if it was not wrong in the first place. Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if the schedule is accurate. But yes. So, tomorrow, we'll be playing more, which is what we're going to be playing tonight. And what we're going to be playing tonight is Super Mario Brothers, the original. But yeah, we're going to be... But yeah, so we're going to be playing this on the Switch Virtual Console thing. What's it called? I don't remember. But yeah, we're busting out the console. We're busting out the console setup again. Been a good long while, huh? But yes, we're going to be playing Super Mario Brothers. The plan is, I guess, to now that we've sort of gotten into the some of the details of this, we're going to be playing Super Mario Brothers, and then we're going to be playing The Legend of Zelda, the original again, and Metroid, the original again. I want to try and beat all of those between now and when I'm going to be starting, what's the game called? Hollow Knight. When I'm going to be starting Hollow Knight up again in March. So that will be that. And yeah. I just sort of, I've been feeling, I guess, retrospective, perhaps. I've been feeling like fulfilling the job that I was sent back to the past to accomplish. Which is to say, you know, to get sort of an idea of 21st century culture. But yeah, it's a lot of retro games that have been hugely influential in the video game scene that I've simply never played, and quite frankly, a lot of them I'm probably not going to play necessarily. But, you know, I sort of want to get a feel for some of these sort of foundational Nintendo games, at the very least, you know. So that is the plan. I'm going to be playing through them, you know, unaided and all that, as per usual. So, I don't know. Metroid might take a while. Legend of Zelda is going to definitely take a while. And Super Mario Bros. is probably going to take longer than you would expect. To be honest, because I'm not great at Super Mario Brothers. But yeah. Before we get on with that, though, I should probably change the category. Super Mario Bros. But yes, and I'm also going to read the manual. Because you can do that. It's whatever reason, as far as I can tell, like the actual Nintendo Switch online thing doesn't come with a manual, or you can't access the manual through it, but you can just like, you know, I'm just looking at it on like through apparently the Nintendo.com or Nintendo.co.jp. Apparently the Japanese Nintendo website does have the manual for Super Mario Bros. And this is the English manual, by the way. This is the manual that came with what I'm assuming the American version of the game at the very least. Maybe all English language versions, but you know. Anyway, I guess, well, yeah. I was gonna say it says it's for the Nintendo Entertainment System, but I guess that's what it was called in like everywhere that wasn't Japan. Because it's not like, I don't think the Famicom was anywhere other than Japan, really. Give me just a sec. Once again, I have forgotten to crack the seal on my water bottle. Now I have remembered, and I have sipped. Sip. But yes, let's read this instruction manual. Alright. Thank you for selecting the Nintendo Copyright Entertainment System, TM, Super Mario Bros., different TM symbol, pack. I also like how they used to spell, I guess they still spell it that way because they, you know, they just don't refer to them anymore, but I like that they called the cartridges for NES games packs, P-A-K. But yes, object of the game/game description. One day, the kingdom of the peaceful mushroom people was invaded by the Koopa, a tribe of turtles famous for their black magic. The quiet, peace-loving mushroom people were turned into mere stones, bricks, and even field horsehair plants, and the Mushroom Kingdom fell into ruin. The only one who can undo the magic spell on the mushroom people and return them to their normal selves is the Princess Toadstool, the daughter of the Mushroom King. Unfortunately, she is presently in the hands of the Great Koopa Turtle King. Mario, the hero of this story, maybe, hears about the Mushroom People's plight and sets out on a quest to free the Mushroom Princess from the evil Koopa and restore the fallen kingdom of the Mushroom People. You are Mario. It's up to you to save the Mushroom People from the black magic of the Koopa. But yeah, a thing that is often forgotten, I feel like, is the fact that Bowser is canonically a wizard. He does canonically have magic. He doesn't use it all that much nowadays, I don't think. But he does have magic. Please read this instruction booklet to ensure proper handling of your new game, and then save the booklet for future reference. 1. Precautions. This is a high-precision game. It should not be stored in places that are very hot or cold. Never hit or drop it. Do not take it apart. No issues there. This is digital distribution. Avoid touching the connectors. Do not get them wet or dirty. Doing so may damage the game. Do not clean with benzene, paint thinner, alcohol, or other such solvents. Note, in the interest of product improvement, the Nintendo Entertainment System specifications and design are subject to change without prior notice. This game has been programmed to take full advantage of the full screen. Some older model TVs may have rounded screens and may block out a portion of the image. Not an issue there again. But yes. 2. Names of controller parts and operating instructions. Controller 1/Controller 2, Controller 1 for one-player game, Controller 2 for second player in two-player game. Control pad moves Mario, in brackets, Luigi, close brackets. Control pad, B button, A button, select button, and start button. Up, question mark. Right, walk to the right. Actually, hold on, I have a source for this. What am I doing? There we go. Now you two can share in the manual reading with me. Forgot about that a little bit. But yes. So, walk to the right, press B button at the same time to run. Walk to the left. Press B button at the same time to run. Crouch, Super Mario only. A button, jump and swim. Mario, open brackets, Luigi, close brackets, jumps higher if you hold the button down longer. And swim. When you're in the water, each press of this button makes you bob up. Don't get too lazy swimming about swimming, or you'll get pulled under by the whirlpool at the bottom of the screen. B button, accelerate and fireballs. Press this button to speed up, and then jump, and you can go all the higher. Fireballs. After you pick up the fire flower, you can use this button to throw fireballs. Select button. Use this button to move to the mushroom mark to the game you wish to play. Start button. Press this button to play. Pause. If you wish to interrupt play in the middle of a game, press the start button. The pause tone will sound and the game will stop. Press the start button again when you wish to continue playing. The game will continue from where you left off. The top score will disappear if the reset switch is pressed or if the power switch is turned off. 3. How to play. As this game proceeds, the screen gradually advances to the right. The Mushroom Kingdom is made up of a number of worlds, and each world is divided into 4 areas. The 4th area of each world ends in a big castle. The princess, as well as her mushroom retainers, are being held in one of the castles by the Turtle Tribe. In order to rescue the princess, Mario has to make it to the castle at the end of each world, within the given time. Along the way are mountains, pits, sea, turtle soldiers, and a host of traps and riddles. Whether or not you can make it to the last castle and free the princess depends on you. You're going to need sharp wits and lightning reflexes to complete this quest. Starting position time progress. At the beginning of the round, play starts from the beginning of the area. However, once Mario gets around halfway through an area, he doesn't have to go all the way back to the beginning after getting done in by one of the bad guys. When you get to the last castle, you start the game over from the castle entrance. When play starts, the clock on the upper right of the screen starts ticking away. Any time left on the clock when you get to the end of each area is added to your score as a bonus points. There is no remaining time bonus when you get to the end of the very last castle. At the end of each area, there's a small castle, but before you get to the castle, you have to go up a big staircase and jump onto a flagpole. The higher you jump onto the flagpole, the higher the bonus you receive. Pointers. Jumping. Mario and Super Mario both jump the same height. The height Mario jumps depending on how long you hold the A button down. You can use the control pad to make Mario hook to the left or right, even in midair. Wow. Pressing the B button makes Mario speed up, and when Mario is speeded up, he can jump higher. Bonus prizes. If Mario picks up a 1-up mushroom, he gets an extra life. If Mario picks up 100 coins, he gets an extra life. In addition, there are other ways to get an extra Mario. Mario, Super Mario, Invincible Mario, etc. Mario's friends. If you come across mushrooms who have been turned into bricks or made invisible, they reward you by giving you a power boost. With each boost, Mario changes into a different, more powerful Mario, as shown below. Magic Mushroom, Fire Flower, Starman. Mario, Magic Mushroom, Super Mario. Fire Flower, Fire Mario. They both return to regular Mario when bumped into by a bad guy. Starman, Invincible Mario. When Mario or Fiery Mario are bumped by a bad guy, they don't die, but simply return to their old regular Mario selves. For a short while after turning back into his regular Mario self, Mario flickers. During this time, he cannot be killed by bad guys. He's invincible. How to topple the Turtle Tribe. Bad guys on top of the bricks can be taken care of by punching from below. Bad guys on the ground can be done in by jumping on top of them. If you bump into an enemy from the side or from below, you die. When in the water, no matter what direction you hit the bad guys from, you die. If you stomp on a Koopa Troopa, he becomes and stays motionless for a while. During that time, you can kick him and send him flying to knock down other enemies. When Mario has fireballs, use the B button to throw them and fry the enemy. Some bad guys can't be killed. Look out for these immortal creeps. The points you get depend on how you kill the enemy. Try a few different methods to see what gives you the most points. Beware, the following are deadly. Bumping into members of the Turtle Tribe and other baddies, walking into flames. When you bump into you had once kicked. However, Super Mario turns into regular Mario and the game continues at that spot. When you fall into a pit or get sucked down a drain, time runs out. Little Goomba. Interesting that these are specifically little Goombas. These aren't your average everyday Goombas, these are little Goombas. But yes, a mushroom who betrayed the Mushroom Kingdom, one stomp and he dies. Koopa Troopa, green, soldier of the Turtle Empire. His orders are to find and destroy Mario. Jump on him and he stops moving for a while. Koopa Troopa, red. This turtle is chicken. Very timid, he gets scared easily and runs back and forth a lot. Jump on him and he stops moving for a while. Green Paratroopa. Koopa Paratroopa, green. A bit out of control, he wings around aimlessly and comes at you all of a sudden. Stomp on him and he loses his wings. Red Koopa Paratroopa, red. This turtle is under control, but he likes to take it easy. Stomp on him and he loses his wings. Fuzzy Beetle, quite the toughie. Fireballs don't even faze him. The Hammer Brothers. These wily twin brother turtles come at you throwing hammers. Spiny. Lakitu's pet, but a wild fighter. You can't kill him by jumping on him. Lakitu, a mysterious turtle who controls the clouds. He chases after Mario and drops Spiny's eggs on top of him. Piranha plants, man-eating plants that live in the flower pots. Also interesting that they're flower pots and not pipes, but I'll just chalk that up to a mistake. They show their faces quickly and kill and without warning, so watch out. You can't kill them by jumping on top of them. Spiny's eggs. Eggs of the turtle Spiny, pet of Lakitu. You can't destroy them by jumping on them. Cheep Cheep. Usually found in the water, but also sprouts wings and flies, so you have to be careful when in the air too. Can't be killed from above while she's in the water. Bullet Bill. Chases after Mario slowly but steadily. You can kill him by jumping onto him from above. Bloober. Not Blooper. Bloober. Yes. Chases stubbornly after Mario, a guy to look out for. You can't kill him by jumping on top of him. Podoboo, protector of the great sorcerer Koopa King. He comes flying out of the lake of fire inside the Koopa King's castle. Mushroom Retainers. 7 mushrooms who originally served in the court of Princess Toadstool, but are now under the spell of the evil Koopa King. Princess Toadstool. Oh, we don't even get to see her. Mysterious. Princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. She's the only one who can break the spell of the evil Koopa King. Jumping board. If Mario jumps onto it, it goes down and up, or up and down. Pressing the A button when the jumping board is all the way up makes Mario jump super high. Bowser, King of the Koopa. Of the Koopa. Just the one. The Sorcerer King holding Princess Toadstool captive in the last castle. He comes at you spitting fire. There are several ways to kill him, but you only get points if you use fireballs. Secret tricks. Shh, don't tell. Don't tell me. My whispering's a little bit too effective. Hold on. Bulldozer attack. Kick one of the, and then run right behind it. Use the B button, and your path will be cleared for you as your enemies are sent flying. Just look out for ricochets. If the runs into your attack will backfire and you'd better move fast to keep yourself from getting swept off yourself. If you want to get a lot of points, be sure not to leave any enemies alive behind you, since the more enemies you kill, the more new ones appear, especially when using the bulldozer attack. Make sure all the enemies on screen are wiped out before continuing to the right. Because the screen moves from left to right, there are enemies off the edge of the screen that can't be seen. You can't kill enemies you can't see by sending it off the screen after them. Why not? Maybe they jump over the enemy when Mario isn't looking. Strangely enough, however, if a kick bumps into it off the screen, it comes ricocheting back at Mario. If you hear the sound of a ricochet, jump right away so you'll be ready when it comes flying back onto the screen. When it comes ricocheting back at you, it's possible, for a real pro that is, to stomp on the turtle one more time and stop it. There are plenty of other tactics. See if you can discover them on your own. Chain reaction techniques. Use the old domino effect, ask your parents, to wipe out a bunch of bad guys one after the other to get high points. Each coin you grab is worth 200 points. If you collect 100 coins, besides the points for the coins, you also get an extra Mario. Without a doubt, a lot of coins are tucked away somewhere. Why do you suppose this is under chain reaction techniques? Ooh. Top secret. You get 50 points for each brick you smashed by punching a lot of different places. There are several different ways to get an extra Mario. Try to figure them out for yourself. At the end of an area, after you jump onto the flagpole, the fireworks may go off, and for each explosion you get 500 points. The reason the fireworks go off is a secret. See if you can figure it out. Compliance with FCC regulations. This equipment generates and uses radio frequency energy, and if not installed and used properly, that is, in strict accordance with the manufacturer's instructions, may cause interference to radio and television reception. It has been type tested and found to comply with the limits for a Class B computing device in accordance with the specifications in Subpart J of Part 15 of the FCC rules, which are designed to provide reasonable protection against such interference in a residential installation. However, there is no guarantee that interference will not occur in a particular installation. If this equipment does cause interference to radio or television reception, which can be determined by turning the equipment off and on, the user is encouraged to try to correct the interference by one or more of the following measures. Reorient the receiving antenna, relocate the NES with respect to the receiver, move the NES away from the receiver, plug the NES into a different outlet so the computer and receiver are on different circuits. And then there's space for memos. Oh, there we go, warranty. 90-day limited warranty, Nintendo game packs. Nintendo of America Incorporated, Nintendo, warns to the original consumer purchaser that this Nintendo game pack, not including game pack accessories or robot accessories, shall be free from defects in material and workmanship for a period of 90 days from the date of purchase. If a defect covered by this warranty occurs within this 90-day warranty period, Nintendo will repair or replace the pack at its option, free of charge. Repairs after expiration of warranty. If the pack develops a problem after the 90-day warranty period, you may contact the Nintendo Consumer Service Department at the phone number listed above. If the Nintendo Service Technician is unable to solve the problem by phone, he may provide you with a return authorization number. You may then record this number on the outside packaging of the defective pack, and return the defective pack freight prepaid. That was a tough one, huh? Freight prepaid to Nintendo, enclosing a check or money order for $10 payable to Nintendo of America Incorporated. Nintendo will, at its option, subject to the conditions above, repair the pack or replace it with a new or repaired pack. If replacement packs are not available, the defective pack will be returned and the $10 payment refunded. Warranty limitations. any applicable implied warranties, including warranties of merchantability and fitness for a particular purpose, are hereby limited to 90 days from the date of purchase and are subject to the conditions set forth herein. In no event shall Nintendo be liable for consequential or incidental damages resulting from the breach of any express or implied warranties. The provisions of this warranty are valid in the United States only. Some states do not allow limitations on how long an implied warranty lasts or exclusion of consequential or incidental damages, so the above limitations and exclusions may not apply to you. This warranty gives you specific legal rights, and you may also have other rights which vary from state to state. This warranty shall not apply if the pack has been damaged by negligence, accident, unresponsible use, modification, tampering, or other causes unrelated to defective materials or workmanship. Nintendo, printed in Japan. Any original instruction manuals included with the software are digital reproductions of the original printed manuals. They are as faithfully as possible to those documents and feature a bare minimum of edits. Reference may be made to features that can't be used in this version of the game, or the contact information provided may no longer be valid. Some copyright information may be out of date. Please also note that printed manuals were not always released in multiple languages. So yeah, important to keep in mind. I hope you've all been paying attention, because there will be a test. Anyway, we've spent like 30 minutes on that, so maybe let's get to the video game, huh? Alright. Here we go. Alright, we should have game audio. Be sure to let me know if that's too loud. I think it should be fine, though. But yeah, let's get started. Right, okay. There we go. Oop, there we go. But yeah, it's a little bit loud to me. Hold on, I'm going to turn it down just a bit. I'm going to pause first so I don't lose too much time. That should be... wait, no, hold on. That should be better. But yeah, so, Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario Brothers, whichever you prefer, I suppose. Oh dear. But yeah, when I say, and I say often, when I say that I'm not great at platformers, usually what I'm thinking about is sort of the Super Mario series of platformers. I don't know, I feel like, in particular, the Super Mario games, I'm not particularly proficient in, for whatever reason. Yeah, I guess we'll discuss briefly sort of my intentions for this playthrough. So, as stated, we're going to just be, playing these as in the way that I normally play games, which is to say, not looking stuff up unless we really get stuck, because, on the one hand, I do want a sort of authentic experience, but on the other hand, if that was my only goal, then I'd just play games on my own. But I'm also here for entertainment. That feels like it shouldn't have happened. But yes, I am here for your entertainment. And if the stream is not entertaining, because I'm spending an hour wandering around in circles because I don't know where to go, then, I'm gonna want to correct that. Oop. Oh dear, come on. But yeah, so I have played this game an amount. I don't remember how much, to be honest. Did they not let you do the... there we go. Okay, I was just doing it wrong. But yeah, if you press down and forward at the same time, or down and left, or down and right, rather, then you don't... oh, nice, fire flower. Can we... no, we can't jump quite high enough. Ah, and that Goomba has passed away, sadly. Ah, but we can... oh, that... no, yeah, that's too far. There we go. But yeah. Sort of the major reason that I credit to my belief that I'm not very good at Mario games, in particular, and platformers, specifically platformers in the vein of Mario games, is the fact that I sort of see the timer at the top of the screen and I get nervous. Because I'm used to timers in games like being consequential, which they aren't tremendously so in the Mario games. Generally, even if you're going kind of slow, you can generally expect to, you know, be able to make it within the time limit, unless you're really, really going slow. But yeah, I sort of get nervous and I rush a lot if ever there's even the suggestion of a time limit. Case in point. But yeah, I guess to get to another point. So, we're not going to be doing, you know, suspend saves and stuff like that, necessarily. I don't plan on it. I guess maybe to say that we definitely won't is a bit presumptuous, but I don't plan to do so. But yeah, I'm not going to, you know, start all the way over from the start of the game with each stream. I am going to save our progress at the end of each stream, but whatever happens within the stream happens. We were not going to be making save states, and we're not going to be loading save states. Whoops. So things like this can happen. Unfortunate. So we should be careful about getting our extra Marios, and we should be careful about, like, hitting things and being able to jump and whatnot. So yeah, this is going to be this is currently, and I guess will continue to be, a nice opportunity to sort of appreciate the sounds of the NES, the music. Because yeah, this is, you know, every video game that you have played in your lifetime, and probably will play within your lifetime, is, you know, before my time, on account of me being from the future. Well, there we go. But, I am at least basically familiar with, you know, a lot of the games. To say many, or most, and certainly all, would be a great exaggeration. But I'm reasonably familiar with a lot of the games from, like, the Nintendo 64 era onward. Because of having played those since being in this time period, and from actually having access to some of those from sort of archaeological expeditions. You know, some of these, especially cartridge-based games, you know, they were essentially possible to find. Things like discs and whatnot, not so much. But cartridge-based games do still exist by my time, in some forms, in some places. But very few original discs, or even like replications of original discs, still remain. Alright, we need to build up some more speed. And we need to not press forward. We need to be confident that our speed will be enough to carry us through this barrier, because indeed it is. Very nice, very nice. But yes, we won't be using warps, also, just because I don't feel like it, basically. We might if we, you know, start making good progress and I don't want to lose it. But I'm not going to take a warp to anywhere further than we've achieved traveling on foot. Whoops. But yeah, I do kind of want to see where the first warp zone leads, so that I can actually, you know, plan about it. Like, if it does lead to somewhere where we've been before, we can, you know, make use of that. But on the same time, I can't, like, get back if I do that. I guess I could break my rule of not using save states for that purpose, because I wouldn't be using the save states for convenience sake. I would be using the save states to make the game less convenient for myself by preventing myself from using shortcuts. But yeah, I find it interesting how the red Koopa Troopas are sort of characterized by cowardice in this in the manual. They're described as being timid and chicken, too afraid to fall off ledges and die pointlessly, I guess. Whereas I think most other descriptions of, like, specifically red paratroopas from later sources that I've seen credit their not falling off of ledges pointlessly to intelligence. But yeah, and so part of the music appreciation that I mentioned in passing earlier, I never knew that this theme had such a nice drum line. But yeah, it's always very interesting to me, at least, when you can sort of hear when one of the channels is getting filled up on an NES game, you know. Well, good enough. We're not going for points, we're just trying to survive here. We're not doing great with regards to surviving, but we're not dead now. There we go. Oh dear. Yeah, there wasn't really any way I was getting out of that. Alright, so this should be our first Bowser encounter. Pretty simple. Interesting how the fireballs aren't really aimed, necessarily. They just sort of go out at a angle.
Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle.
I hope I don't have to do that voice too often. Nice, alright. Good, good. Making use of that classic bulldozer attack. The secret technique. I don't know if enemies... Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know if enemies come back at you from off-screen, but yes, they do. And we did know from the manual that shells do come back at you from off-screen, so I should have been, more cautious about that, perhaps, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes with Super Mario Bros. Oh, nice. Nope. There we go. Is this... Alright, that pipe is not, cannot be traveled. There we go. Alright, not bad, not bad. But yeah, I was going to say, I like how the game sort of, the manual, sort of subtly alludes to the mechanics of, ooh, is that, top of the flagpole, I wonder? But yeah, sort of subtly allude to the mechanics of the repeated coin blocks. You know, the blocks that you can hit multiple times for, multiple coins. But yeah, another thing that I found, sort of interesting and amusing, just sort of in my own casual playing of Mario Bros. Before, because I have played this game before. Again, I don't remember how far I ever got. Not super far. Alright. Is that the, as I was saying, the, like, fire, the lake of fire as it was put in Bowser's castle. Okay, the blooper isn't going to come down at us, good. But yeah, the lake of fire doesn't actually hurt you. Like, it's just, oh dear. Yeah, the fire doesn't hurt you. You just, you know, the lava, or liquid fire, whatever it may be. Like, it's just that it's always sort of in a pit that you can't get out of. Touching it doesn't actually harm you. You don't get harmed until you fall off the bottom of the screen. It also looks the exact same as the water, other than being, you know, red. Nice. Ah, here we go. Flying Cheep Cheeps. Oh dear. But yeah, the physics in this game are a little bit slippery. A little bit slipperier than I am used to. Takes longer to accelerate and decelerate. And the air control is far less than that of games where you can just, you know, dash midair and whatnot. But far more than games where you cannot control your aerial movement at all, beyond whatever direction you imparted to yourself beforehand. But yeah, I think this is probably... I feel like I've been farther than this, but I don't remember this level at all. Surely I've gotten farther than World 2. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be too confident. I've existed in the world for a long time. I've probably seen someone get further than that, at least. But yeah, one thing that I basically never do is I don't, like, not run very, very much in these sorts of games, which is probably where a lot of my issues with controlling myself come from. My unwillingness to slow down for fear of running out of time. Ah, now the Koopa King has blocks above him. But we have avoided his nefarious schemes. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle.
Whoops. Oh dear. I wasn't quite sure how to respond there, so I sort of froze up in doubt and fear. which definitely isn't the way to play. Unfortunate. Ah, that's a game over, too. Well, back to World 1-1 it is. Well, back to World 1-1 it is. Let's see, one of these pipes leads to a room with a lot of coins in it. I don't know how precise the positioning on the pipe is. Nor do I know which pipe it is. Ah, here we go. Not bad. But yeah, always interesting in my mind. I think I was getting at this earlier, but I didn't finish my thought ever, which is common for me. But is sort of seeing where, you know, the audio channels sort of start to overlap. Because yeah, the audio for I just realized I should probably move Akari over. She's not in the right place. There you go. Whoops. Now I've moved the game. Alright, okay. But yeah, like the coin sound effect uses the same channels on the NES speakers, or in the NES sort of sound chip, I guess, not speakers necessarily. But yeah, it uses the same channel that the NES uses for the... What's the word I'm looking for? The melody in a lot of these songs. So when you collect a coin, there will be a brief moment of time when like the melody fades out a lot of the time. And sort of in songs like this that have sort of a... Or maybe not. But yeah, that's a bad mushroom, isn't it? Right. Or is it? No, it's not. Okay. I thought it looked a bit weird in color, but I guess that's just from the limited color palette. Yeah, I think probably the stepping on enemies sound effect uses the same channel as the sort of bass for that song. Or I guess sort of the melody which is in the bass. Kind of. But yeah, and Breaking Blocks uses the noise channel, which is used for the drum line in this track. But yeah, I think the NES had, what, 4 channels? Something like that? One of which was dedicated for noise. And I don't remember if the others were specifically for, you know, I know that they had like square wave and sine wave and triangle wave and such. I don't know if they had specific channels for those. I think they did. But yeah, I don't know. I want to say that there was a specific channel for the different types of waves. But also that doesn't feel correct. Another situation where I probably could have saved myself a lot of grief by simply not running. Unfortunate. Oh, also, I forgot. If it'll come up. Will it? Notifications take a long time to replay when I try to replay them, huh? Do I not? What's up with this? Do I not have the... Did I not put alerts in this? My alerts might be broken. That's unfortunate. Alright, hold on. Where'd my alerts go? Hopefully it won't, like, play them all at once now. Are they here? Oops. Alright, the alert isn't playing, but Mr. Grunt 222, thank you for following. Thank you for the follow, I should say. That's what I usually say. Anyway. Back to the game, I suppose. Because yeah, that's weird. I'll have to look into that. How are we doing for lives? Not great, I must imagine. But yeah, I can simply not remember whether the other audio channels, because yeah, I know again there was one that was specifically for noise, and that's sort of the what the sort of rumbly, growly sort of sounds that the NES makes sometimes are. That makes it sound a lot more menacing than it is, but you know, in this case it's the drum hits. Sort of hisses and, like I said, rumbles. Oop, there we go. There we go. Nice. Look at all those coins. We're a fifth of the way there to an extra Mario, and then some. Alright, the rest of those shouldn't be important to me necessarily. But yeah, each time we go through the level, it gets a little bit smoother. But just a little bit though, not a whole lot. Wait for them to pass, get our fire flower. Yeah, it's also another interesting thing, sort of how older game manuals tended to sort of lightly call some attention to some of the sort of limitations of the game and the hardware, but then sort of provide sort of a lore-friendly explanation for it. So like where it says, you know, you can't hit enemies that are off-screen with shells, or the bulldozer technique, as it was called. Yeah, and they say maybe they jump and dodge them off screen or something like that. When, you know, no such thing is possible with them on screen. For sure, for sure. Oh. Alright, alright. Alright. Feels a bit like the timer feels like it's moving a little bit faster than I remember it doing. I don't know, maybe the clock rate on this on the Switch is just a little bit higher than it is on the 3DS that I played this on prior. But yeah, so I think Mario's jump has sort of its own channel to it, essentially. Because it happens so often. And thus, songs get by with sort of two channels for their instruments, and then one channel for noise. Or, you know, again, drum hits and such. I was saying that, but I think, yeah, the jump overrode the part of the melody there, so I guess that's not true. My theory is not accurate. At least not completely accurate 100% of the time. But yeah, the thing that is up with the overlays is still bothering me a little bit. Probably shouldn't be trying to fix that while I'm in the middle of an enemy castle, though. Nope. If I'd kept running, I probably could have made that. I was trying to, you know, again, run and do the sliding duck. But, that was not the right answer to this particular conundrum. And for whatever reason, Stream Elements also isn't letting me edit my stuff currently, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I'll just look into that later. We're not going to worry about it right now. Oh dear. Well, there goes that mushroom. Nothing in that pipe that I was able to access. Alright, let's get this mushroom this time. Yeah, I'm also very interested in the canon of the Goombas, or little Goombas, as they are put. I guess they are little Goombas in comparison to the much larger Goombas that we see in later Super Mario games. But, very interested in these sort of the dynamic of Goombas as having once been members of the Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps not toads or, you know, mushrooms, as they are called in this game, but, citizens nonetheless. And not only former citizens, but, you know, turncoats now. Traitors to the Mushroom Throne. Oh dear. I probably could have got that if I, had chased it enough, but I wanted to see if this pipe would lead anywhere, and indeed it did not. So, I cannot take the L because I am Mario, but I will take the M. Let's see, do the Koopas? Yeah, the Koopas will get out of their shells if you give them the opportunity to. And yes, I did forget there, however briefly. Nice little, not quite shortcut, per se. But yeah, interesting that they did think to put in a... I'm going. A solution for those who perhaps aren't so good at timing, but are investigative. Trying to think, have we encountered any hidden blocks yet, as of this point? In this specific game, I guess? There definitely, you know, are others in this game. I just don't know where they are precisely. Ah, hello, Clackjeff. Good evening, good evening. Hello, hello. Oh dear. Alright. But yeah, the underwater theme is also interesting. Noteworthy in being sort of in 3/4 time, I believe, as I recall, rather than the 4/4 time that I think pretty much every other song in this game is in. But yeah, so the time signature, for those who are not familiar, of 3/4 is used generally for like waltzes and such. Probably need to make the outline on the text in chat a little bit thicker. I'll have to do that one of these days. Perhaps when I go to figure out what's wrong with the alerts as well. Oop. That could have been bad. Alright, we can't get those because we aren't tall enough, sadly. Oh dear. And we won't get to enjoy being tall for very long. Oh. Tragic. Well, we've still got an extra life because of our diligent coin gathering earlier. That could have been very bad. I probably should have made a mental note, or perhaps even a physical note, of where that 1-up in the World 1-2 was, because we'll probably need it. Alright, on to the second castle. We've gotten this far before, I'm sure. This isn't anything too terribly new. But it frightens me all the same. Whoop. Phased through the block a little bit. Alright, alright. These slides are completely unnecessary, but I'm just getting used to the timing on it. Or not timing, I guess, but the... Yeah, I'm not sure how to describe it, but the pressing of the button properly to make it happen. And unfortunately, we got a little bit distracted there. Alright. Get our mushroom. And we begin our journey anew. Good, good. Very good. We don't need to bother them, I don't think. We do need to bother with getting some more coins, though. Cannot let those fall by the wayside. Oh dear. Well, I guess while I don't have anything super new to say, I've been thinking a little bit about what I'm sort of planning for March with our proper debut, I guess. I think that's something I mentioned before, right? This isn't coming out of the blue, I don't think. But yes, when I debut for real in March with all the cool assets finished and hopefully no outstanding tasks. No, there'll definitely still be some. Still be stuff we're working on with the videos and whatnot, because there are a lot that need to get done. And I've already demonstrated my lack of initiative, we'll say, in getting them done in a timely manner. Alright, pull out the bulldozer technique in the wrong direction. But yes. I've come up with a thing that I kind of want to do. I kind of want to do, I don't know. I'm always torn between wanting to keep secrets and have mysteries and such, and wanting to just like talk about things because I'm excited about them. Let's see, I think there it is. Well, we may not get this one up, and even if we do, we might just be breaking even at this point, but here we go. Can we get it? Yes, there we go. Nice. Alright, let's see what this place has to offer. Ah, okay, so we can warp to World 2, specifically. Alright, this isn't breaking our rules, as established. Tragic. But yeah, anyway, I was thinking of maybe doing a little bit of karaoke, perhaps. But yeah, it would definitely have to be a cappella, because I'm very much, I don't know, I personally, on a personal level, don't want to, I want to have as many of my streams, like, remaining in the archives as long as possible. And, you know, singing along to, you know, the actual audio version of the song that you can hear on stream. YouTube doesn't like that sort of thing, generally. So, let's see, I think we've tested this pipe before, and it doesn't produce any interesting results. This block does produce an interesting flower, though. Probably should have defeated these turtles before, wonder where that other shell went. Nice. But yeah. I don't know, basically, I don't like the idea of making a stream, or doing a stream, sort of with the, not necessarily intent, but sort of the expectation that the archives of it would not be able to exist indefinitely. You know, nothing lasts forever, of course. But, you know. I like sort of the idea of having just sort of this ongoing continuity of my whole sort of streaming journey. A record that sort of, you know, stretches throughout the whole of it. And, you know, we've already established that we do not necessarily have all of the streams that I've ever done in my VTubing career. Those are not all necessarily still accessible. But, you know, just because we failed in some respects doesn't mean that we shouldn't continue trying in others. But yeah, and just to be clear, you know, I absolutely do not mean to disparage anyone who does do unarchived streams of any sort. But, I don't know, I'm very sentimental myself. I don't like the idea of anything being sort of lost to time like that. But yeah, so we're doing very good on lives. What with, you know, having not had to endure some of the other levels. I wonder, do the Cheep Cheeps come out at any specific angle? It seems like they come out at a sharper angle towards you. A less steep angle, I should say. If you're moving slower. Or no, they come out at a steeper angle, more directly upwards, if you're moving slower. Maybe. but I don't know for sure that they do track your position in any way. If they do, it's not very aggressive and it's highly randomized, it seems like. Or, not necessarily random, but due to it is dependent on factors that are outside of my knowledge, if not necessarily my control. Alright, alright. Oh dear. Alright, we're just gonna have to keep going for it. Oh, well. This is fine, I suppose. Alright, is this... This isn't our first time in the third castle, I don't think. Is it not? Actually, yeah, this isn't... We've made it at least this far. Oh no, we've beaten this Bowser before, haven't we? Right. So I guess we could have taken the warp to World 3. And we might just at this rate. Alright. It's interesting a little bit that the Podoboos... I was gonna say it's interesting that the Podoboos don't make any noise, but then again, most enemies in this game don't make any noise, huh? Alright. Was there... I seem to remember there being a power-up in some block somewhere. Not here, though, I guess. I guess there's power-ups in a lot of blocks in a lot of places, but, you know, not here. But yeah, so even if we weren't able to take the warp to World 3 before, we definitely are now. But yeah, we've definitely been here before, so yes, we could have. Under the rules as previously established. Unfortunate. Alright, that was a little bit stressful, but it's fine now, I suppose. Alright, nothing interesting there. Nothing in that pipe. Ah! Here are the Hammer Brothers. Alright, they are dealt with. Honestly, I was expecting our first encounter... with the Hammer Brothers to be a lot more challenging. But it seems that it was what was after the Hammer Brothers that was the real challenge. There we go. Yeah, it's this fourth pipe past here. Oh no. I think it was... I double guessed myself, and I really shouldn't have, because yeah, that was definitely the pipe. That was definitely the pipe that we just missed. Well, yeah, getting the fire flower doesn't mean anything to us at this point. Oh, well. But yeah, another thing, among many, that this game does well, is sort of the idea of what's known in video game design as an antipiece. So you may have, well, I mean, you definitely saw it if you were looking at the stream, but may not have realized it. You know, there's sort of these sections where you'll see a sort of a milder form of an obstacle to come to sort of teach you what to expect and how to sort of deal with it. So, like, the example that I just saw and was reminded of was sort of the staircase of blocks with a gap in between that you have to, jump from one to the other. There was an example of that directly followed by an example of it where the gap in between is actually, a pit that is, a death pit. Yes, we could get on top of the world right now, I think. I do kind of want to see if I can get a fire flower in here somewhere. I guess my, maybe my track record with fire flower effectiveness isn't necessarily high enough that I should really necessarily care, but in theory, having a fire flower is better than not having a fire flower. But yes, World 3. Oh dear. We're gonna lose that power up immediately, unfortunately. Right. Oh, and I forgot to get the 1-up also, I just realized now. What makes the Koopa Troopas turn around? I'm getting distracted by that. And now we've gotten a game over because of that distraction. But yeah, I just realized. They don't always turn around, do they? They seem to always turn around if you're on the other side of them when they, cease to be paratroopas. I guess they're just really out to get you after you got their wings away from them. But yeah, that's not behavior that they usually exhibit, turning to face Mario whenever he gets on the other side of him, I don't think. Not bad. Alright. Should have gotten some of those coins, I think, but we'll get some coins here, I suppose. Make up the deficit a little bit. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Alright. I feel like the 1-up that we have chased so much over our time, I feel like it was up there and we've just missed it. But at least we're just about to the warp zone. So it could be worse. Alright, back to World 3-1. In a better position than we were before, I guess. Because yeah, they don't turn around while they're terrestrial. That's very interesting behavior that we've just observed here. Yeah, another interesting thing I feel like I lead into all of my observations with that exact phrase almost. But another thing that you may find interesting, or maybe not, is how sort of the idea of there being variations of an enemy depending on location, that in this game are basically just cosmetic. Specifically with regards to, like, the Goombas and the piranha plants in the underground and stuff being different colors. Alright. Oh, there we go. Man, the Hammer Brothers really aren't that much of a threat nowadays, huh? I'd expected they'd be, like, really hard to get past. But I don't think I've died to the Hammer Brothers at all. We've definitely died around the Hammer Brothers, in their general vicinity, but never specifically because of the Hammer Brothers or their hammers, I don't think. Alright, those sweet, sweet coins that we require. You know what, honestly, I sort of psyched myself out there. I didn't trust that I'd be able to make that jump. Unfortunate. But hey, 3-2. It's our first time there. But yeah, so as I was saying, sort of, enemies having different color variations, depending on the environment. Future games would go on to sort of make that noteworthy and whatnot, giving you things like Gloombas and stuff. Whereas in this game, they're just, the same thing but different colored. And granted, in a lot of the platformers, I guess, they don't necessarily represent a specific change in the enemy's behavior or toughness or anything like that. But generally, it's more significant in the RPGs, such as Paper Mario and the Mario and Luigi series. Palette swaps. Amazing how swiftly the game seems to fly when you're skipping significant portions of it. Alright. Yes. Due to lack of evidence otherwise, I'm going to assume that these are just normal little Goombas, and not necessarily things like Gloombas or whatnot. Simply because I don't think the concept had necessarily been thought of at this point. Nice. That was the smoothest slide we've done yet, I think. And they're only going to get smoother from here. There we go. Okay. That is what we've been waiting for, everybody. Now we're ready to take on Bowser for real. An extra life of confidence. I can take on the whole world. All 8 of them. Yeah, there's certainly, some trade-offs here in using the warp zones, and that you don't get as many coins. But, crucially for me, you also don't get as many chances to, die miserable deaths. So, at least in my case, it's sort of it works out in my favor. I say, having just lost my life, suffered another miserable death. Miserable indeed. Hitboxes. I should be aware of those. But yeah, given the fact that the Koopa Troopas will turn around after you jump on them as paratroopas, it might be best in some cases to just sort of ignore them. Because I haven't quite gotten to the point where I can reliably predict how they'll react upon being stomped on. So maybe it's best to not stomp on them, for consistency's sake. Oh dear. Alright, there we go. That's the power-up we crave. It does seem like... It does seem like they do specifically turn to face your direction, basically, after you stomp on them, and they turn into regular troopas from paratroopas. It does seem like they specifically try to face the direction of Mario. But yeah, so that could be useful to know. Or at least it gives me a little bit more insight, which I can wield to not get owned by turtles. Oh. I wonder if we've... I don't think we've yet reached any... well, we've reached a game over. I don't think we've yet reached any sort of pods of enemies long enough that we could get an extra life by using the bulldozer method. Or technique, or whatever it's called. Man, I'm not going to get a good score on the test if I'm not remembering these basic facts. I guess I'll just have to read the manual every time. There we go. If I had to read the manual every time that I lost, that would definitely push me to improve at this game a lot faster. Or else it would push me to just read the manual faster, I guess. Because yeah, that was a whole, like... Well, I guess reading the manual wasn't specifically 30 minutes, because there was like a, you know, the preamble. Everything else that we did before we got to the manual. At that point. Adjusting my posture, stretching a little bit. But yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. But fortunately, basically, nobody that I had to interact with at work today. So my voice is still crisp and fresh, or at least as crisp and as fresh as it ever is. I've also been doing some vocal exercises to sort of improve the crisp and freshness. Pardon? Crisp and freshness? Sorry. Crispness and freshness. My goodness. That shell's gonna come back, isn't it? No, maybe not. Okay, so if it's far enough off screen, then maybe the Koopa gets out of their shell and decides, you know what? I'm not gonna bother this guy anymore. He knocked me all the way over here. I don't want to deal with this. Unfortunate. Alright. Mushroom, please. That could have been very tragic if I had hit that block a little bit later and sent the mushroom careening off into the void. I probably still could have grabbed it, but I don't think I would have... I don't think I would have perceived what was happening and reacted in time. Yeah, I can't get up there from here now. Alright, alright. There we go. We're breaking even on lives at least. Did you hear that Cresp Frisch is going to be playing Mario in the new Mario movie? Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. We already had our little dissertation on Paratroopa to Troopa conversion behavior, so I really shouldn't have been as surprised as I was that that Paratroopa turned around midair. But, you know. Unfortunate. We are no longer breaking even on lives. That time they seemed to, like, turn multiple times. And they did still turn in my direction in the end. So I should have... responded accordingly. I guess whether or not it's strictly necessary, moving away from enemies is probably never undesirable, basically. At least, moving away from enemies so as to avoid threats. There are some enemies that we simply must move towards. Or at least, well, most enemies we have to move towards at some point, for some length of time. Pretty much all enemies we do, actually, come to think of it, because I don't think there's really... There's like those piranha plants that spawn at the end of certain levels, when you come out of the pipes. Those we never have to go towards, and always are better served by going away from. But every other enemy I think we do need to approach, at least to some extent. Yeah, I think I mentioned this way back in the Christmas celebration with Takuya Izioi / Escaped Chasm stream. But yeah, I do want to sort of improve my range of voices, the number of voices I can do. And so that's part of the reason that I've started looking into vocal exercises as well. But yeah, I don't necessarily have the means, or especially not the time, but to pursue any sort of like lessons or anything. But, you know, a little bit of amateur practice can go a long way, I think. And we've missed our golden opportunity for a mushroom, so I guess we'll just be a little bit more careful. Alright, alright. Nice, nice, nice. once again, this behavior was expected. Expected, but not accounted for. Okay. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Check out that pro maneuver. That could have been bad if we followed through on that jump a little bit more. Alright, so we still haven't died to a hammer bro, but we have taken damage from one now at least. I say as though that's some sort of an accomplishment. So I guess they're not hammer bros, strictly speaking, they're hammer brothers. Alright, we'll take our time a little bit, so that we don't get too terribly damaged by these turtles. You know, Koopa, but you know. Nice. Sometimes it can be beneficial to slow down. I'm definitely not inclined to when I see the timer and I get scared. But it's definitely beneficial sometimes. Alright. Well, I was gonna say now would have been a good time to do the shell thing, but as we've established, that won't necessarily give us an extra life, and it may cost us a life also. There we go. This is what we're talking about. Well, that's less so what we're talking about, but I guess at least now we don't have an incentive to rush through and not get any further coins. Oh dear. Sufficient. Three. Alright. You know, I sort of wonder what these structures are. They look a little bit like trees. They don't have leaves or anything. I guess they could be, perhaps, very large mushrooms? Let's see, that platform's gonna fall when I land on it. Intuition. I guess that sort of counts as an antipiece to sort of those platforms, almost. You know, when you see a platform that isn't moving right now, it may start moving when you jump on it. And those ones then sort of introduce the idea of the movement of platforms potentially influencing the movement of other platforms. Alright, 3-3. Are we going to make it to 4? World 4 just yet? Only one way to find out, everybody. We're actually doing pretty good on lives. We're doing better than I was expecting, at least. Alright. A lot of fire bars in this castle. Oh dear. In my greed for coins, I have sacrificed my health. And now, I am without recourse. Oh. Ah! I was a bit too ambitious there. Well, at least we're gonna get a life back, I'm sure. Ooh. Yeah, we almost went a little bit too far there. Oh dear. And now we've gone too far for sure. Alright. Alright, now let's just keep our heads on a swivel, as they say. Ah, okay, yeah, Bowser can jump high enough to hit you if you're on that platform. Even if you're on that platform, I should say. I was wondering if that was the case, and, well, our experiment has been a success. We now know the deep, dark secrets of Bowser's jumps. Anyway, we've now lost the advantage we gained by gaining that hit point. But I cannot despair, because we're still better off than we were. Both the mushrooms, the angle that they came out on, or the direction that they went upon spawning. And that was, you know, sometimes we get hit because we're not quite, because we're trying too hard and going too fast. But there we got hit because we, weren't going fast enough. Unfortunate. So yeah, I think we'll call it there for tonight. Whoops. Ah, it's been a long time since I've been here, huh? But yes. Now, it is time to wrap up. That was fun. Enjoyed playing Mario again. But yeah. So, we need to wrap up. So, what do we need to go over before we finish? Whoops. Ah. Okay. I startled myself there. I don't think that necessarily came through the audio, so I think we're good. But I spooked myself a little bit. But yes, anyway. Games. What are we talking about? I was going to say something about something, I'm sure. Oh yeah, so Super Mario Brothers, as shown on the schedule, is going to be our new game going forward, essentially. We are going to continue playing Super Mario Brothers until we beat it, whereupon we'll be going and playing The Legend of Zelda, and then Metroid. So yeah, I guess that's sort of our next 3 games planned out here. First time we've planned out that many games in advance, huh? But yeah, so that is that. That has been decided. Let's see, I think, yeah, I already talked about the video plans, but in short, once again, by the end of this week, every VOD that doesn't need to be edited for whatever reason will be up on the YouTube channel, and it will have a thumbnail, and it will have tags, and it probably will have a description too. I do try to give each one a unique description based on what happens in it. Not describing it in any great detail, but at least in passing, essentially. And some of them I'd have to rewatch in order to have any idea what was happening in them, because it was so long ago, some of these streams. But, let's see. I think that should be basically everything. So yes, so all the VODs that do not need to be updated or edited, I don't know why I'm saying updated all the time. All the VODs that do not need to be edited will be available for viewing by the end of this month. All of the VODs that do need to be edited, we will try to at least figure out what edits need to be done at a rate of 1 per week, and hopefully we'll actually, start putting them out at a rate of 1 per week. Not too long after we start looking into them, but I will have to learn how to use editing software, which shouldn't be too hard, but it's just something that I'm not familiar with, so it's something that's a little bit intimidating in some respects. But I think that's basically everything that we need to go over. Who do we... Yes, raid. So, I guess I should give you all a chance, as I am wont to do, but give you all a chance to, make any raid suggestions that you may have, if you indeed have any. Whilst I stretch and sip. But yeah, I don't know. I can't say if it's necessarily a direct result of the warm-ups and exercises and whatnot, or just of me getting used to things. But it's definitely not as hard on my voice streaming for extended periods of time as it used to be in the past, I feel like. Which is very nice. But yes, it doesn't look like we have any suggestions. So I think tonight we will go and we will visit Tantana. Looks like playing Skyrim. Very nice, very nice. But yes, Tantana is one of the few people that I follow on Twitch that isn't a virtual YouTuber. Tantana is instead a real flesh and blood human, if you can believe it. But yeah, we will go and we will drop by, and we will say hi. But yes, Tantana. Alright. So, the raid message is, as always, we have arrived. Thank you all so very much for being here. I hope you've had a fine night. I hope that you will continue to have a fine night every night, and I hope that you will be well until the next time I see you. So, until then, farewell. Oh, there we go. Gotta actually raid.